Yellow duckies, and welcome back to Queen's Wish the Conqueror. My name's Viola, and we are going to pick up where we left off. I know I came back to Fort Haven, and I'm not sure why I came back to Fort Haven. Because now all my dealings are down in the Vole. But I think it was mainly to restore my characters. So let's go ahead and head on out. And we will quick travel down to Vitasa, where we were last. Alright. Now we can actually start investigating around the city, because we really hadn't done so. We just kind of ran in all willy-nilly. Let's see, does this person want to talk? There's an old grizzled Vole stoneworker sitting by this low fire. He's taking a break from his carving. His tools are nearby, and rows of stone in various degrees of carvedness stretch off to the north. He says, "Hello, traveler. I am a Boro. Please join me by the fire." You do. What is your business? I work the stone. It gets carted into Vitasa. I select the finest pieces and have it brought here. Then I work it into fine carvings suitable for the best homes on Sacramentum or back in Haven. Good pitch. Thank you. I remember when I was an apprentice and my master sold his work to Havenites. They dealt fair, paid their debts, and had good taste. I remember. Are you an Owen? Masha? He points to his cheek. Do I bear the mark? No. I am good at business. I have avoided falling into debt, so I am not an Owen. I also do not want Owen for my own. It is not my way. Can I buy something from you? I sell fine building supplies. Intricate carvings. Not something useful for your forts here, but... He pulls a stone from his pouch. It's a little larger than your fist. A strange, pearly, glittering material, unlike anything you've seen. I found this in a shipment of marble. I don't know what to do with it, but it is unique. I will give it to you for 50 coins. What does the rock do? I don't know. Glitters? I only know I've never seen one before. I've been working stone for a long time. Sure, I'll buy your rock. You pay him. You get the rock. It's slightly warm to the touch. You put it in your pack. Good day. Safe travel. Drink lots of water. The heat sneaks up on you. It's good advice to everybody. Okay, let's actually see what rock. Glitterstone. Weird new sorts of stone are always being found in the Vole. Some have uses, some don't. Similar situation to this null rock that I found earlier. Alright, well, let's keep investigating. See if there's... Vitasa is ringed by humble farms, working the Vole's narrow strip of arable land. There is a war on, and the freemen and Owen working here are just trying to stay out of the way and safe. Avoiding strangers is key survival strategy. They take pains to avoid you. What about up here? These guys. There are docks northwest of Vitasa. They are pretty humble. The nation of Sacramentum do trade with each other, but not often and mainly by sea. Merchants and soldiers bustle around, dickering and hauling goods. You pass without comment. Strangers are common here. There's a merchant sitting by the fire near the docks. She has just unloaded a shipment of goods from all around Sacramento. When you approach, she is happy to trade with you. She may not like Haven, but she loves gold. Let me see your wares. Let's see. It's about equal with what I have because it's what I have. Okay. Side blade? No. Prefer the one that I have already. Take the wood though. I mean, we don't really need wood. We found a lot of wood before, but I seriously doubt we're going to find a lot of wood here. She doesn't have anything. That's a wool chain. Not enough combat skill. Yeah. Okay. Sell something? I think that's basically opened up the area surrounding Vitasa here. Ooh. Those generally mean something in these games. I don't like that they're just standing there. The endless strips of brick crisscrossing bowlands grow baking hot in the sun. Sweat pours down your face. You are very thirsty. You reach a crossroads, and then you see just ahead several women in long flowing dresses. They don't have Owen marks. They do, however, have mugs and earthenware pitchers of water. They nod as you approach. Greetings to you. Greetings, traveler from Haven. News of your arrival must have traveled ahead of you quickly. Any news about this land? Only war and sadness. Rage filled Owen to the south, tradition following Masha to the north, sadness everywhere. Who are you? We are water bearers. We carry water from the oasis to the southeast. We offer it to thirsty travelers to help them on their way. Why are you doing this? It's a long old tradition of the role. Ours is a harsh land. It is only by strict discipline, honor, and mutual support that any of us can live. Some find a calling to bear water on the roads. We do so gladly. The women will not. Aren't you worried about being attacked? Another woman smiles and shakes her head. No. A world in which a bearer of water is assaulted is not a world in which we want to live. I would like some water. They pour you a glass. It is refreshing. You thank them and continue on your way. Okay. It's nice to know that's up here. Oh boy. You find signs of a battle. The earth has been scorched. Nobody has come out to recover the bodies drying out in the sun. It was a daring raid indeed for the Owen to get so far into Masha lands. The masters of the role are struggling to maintain control. There are several large farmhouses ringing Fort West Bay, waiting for settlers to come and rebuild them. The few patches of land in the bowl that can support crops are very valuable. Okay, so we're approaching Fort West Bay. You're close to the ruins of Fort West Bay, one of Haven's 7 outposts of Sacramentum. Though it was abandoned though it was abandoned decades ago during the calamity, it is very well preserved. The stone buildings sat undamaged in the dry weather. A good sweeping and they'll be ready for your forces to move in. And Haven is ready for it. South of the fort, you see a huge camp of your people. General Aquilia has been sneaking workers and supplies into Vol Land, a lot of them. Many of the Vol want Haven to return. They are camped to the south of the empty fort now, waiting for your orders. Alright. You approach this camp. There are a bunch of Haven workers sitting by the fire, fanning themselves to keep cool. One old man rises, approaches you, and kneels. He says, "I am Chief Gurvan. General Aquilia sent us out here. We're ready to work. We can reclaim Fort West Bay now. We just need the order." "How did you get here?" "We just traveled. The Vol's soldiers ignored us. I suspect the general already made a deal with Vitasa. Not my business, of course." "Well, what will the Vol think of us rebuilding this fort?" "I think they will welcome it. The Masha want us to win their war for them, and make them all rich." He shrugs. "I'm just following my orders anyway." I give the order. Get to work. Gurvan turns and says, "You heard the princess. Get to work." The sweaty, dusty soldiers and craftsmen rise to their feet. Then they stroll into the ruins of Fort West Bay. You can now collect resources from mines you control in this region, yada yada yada. Okay. Let's go in. Do our normal walk around. Open up the buildings and such so that we've got space to put things. Also, I apologize if you guys hear music or anything in the background. There's quite a lot of people off because I am currently recording this just a couple of days after Christmas, and a lot of people off of work, a lot of kids still out for holiday, and so there's a lot of noise around here right now. This one, and I think that's all the areas. What's this? Is this another guard tower, looks like. Okay. Alright, now that we have all these buildings, I actually think I have... Okay, well, I have a smithy. Don't have enough. What is that? Quicksilver, I think. So that's going to be a troublesome situation, but we will figure it out. Alright, let's go into the Chief's Hall. door. You all know me, I like to open doors and investigate. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. I was about to say, another missing sage? No. We're not going there. We're not doing that again. Alright, let's go talk to the chief first. Chief Gurvan. The chosen chief of Fort West Bay is an old hand, one of the stony professionals who have kept Haven running and vassals in line for centuries. When you enter, he automatically rises and kneels. He is showing respect. His actual respect will have to be earned. He grunts. Welcome, Princess. I am Chief Gurvan. Fort West Bay has been established, and I am ready to give a report. You know what? Let's go for this one this time. Give me a report, Chief. He returns to his seat. As expected, Vitasa gave General Aquila no troubles getting supplies and soldiers out here. We are well positioned, far from the worst battles of the rebellion. Bull merchants are stopping by now. They are being very polite. There's a lot of suspense. Suspense. Why? The Bull is experiencing a civil war. On one side, the Masha, the rich and the owners. On the other, the owned, who are fighting for independence, freedom, economical reforms, the standard list. The war is in a stalemate. Haven's fine soldiers could help either side win. Everyone is wondering if we will continue our old policy towards this vassal. What policy would I continue? Queen Sharon supported the Mashas and kept them in power. They paid Haven very well for the aid. And they are looking to me to solve this problem. Of course. Who in a war would turn down immediate victory? He sounds oddly bored talking about all this, as if he's reading from a shopping list. Whatever side we help, I imagine it would then be easy to make them our vassals again. What do you think I should do? Now he is surprised. That is the first time one of your rank actually asked my opinion on such a high matter of state. There are so many factors, such complexity. I am flattered greatly, Princess. Now please let me know what Fort West Bay can do for you. You note that he never actually answered the question. Tell me more about yourself. Well, I was going to retire, then Queen Sharon sent for me. Since the Princess of Haven would be on this miserable land, she wanted to make sure the best were here to help. For some reason, she thought that included me. Surprised I got this post. It's a valuable one. You were going to retire? Yes. Not sure how I felt about that. I do have 2 grandchildren I could chase around. Then again, what is better than serving Haven and keeping us strong? It is an honor to be here. My mother spoke at the end. She did. A full audience in the palace. It was something. Had to buy new clothes. She's very serious about this Sacramentum project. The calamity happened during her rule. She wants to make up for that defeat. This is a valuable post? Oh yes. All chiefs are allowed to engage in a certain amount of graft and mild corruption. Makes up for our low pay. Trade with the Bull was very profitable, so serving here is a good step for a chief who wants a good amount of coin. Don't you want to be wealthy? He emits a little cough. Turns out I managed to accumulate a fair amount of gold in my many other postings. I don't really care about the money I can make here. He pauses. Maybe that is why the Queen selected me. She's a wise one. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell to keep notified. And remember to free the feral wildflower in you.